Hello everyone, I am the Nornbari and welcome to Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War, a popular video game series based upon Games Workshop's Warhammer 40,000 tabletop wargame. Now at the end of this video I have a very special announcement to make that is very important both for myself and for the channel overall, so I would deeply appreciate it if you would watch to the end of the video and hear out the announcement before you leave. Thank you very much, and moving on, we shall now dive straight in to the primary campaign of the original Dawn of War game. And this is the game in a nutshell. Lots of bloody combat, usually sided against the guard. Which are of course the humans getting pulverized by the great big green orcs.
Cowards! You will fight or you will die.
It looks very much like they're all dying, my friend. And here comes the main characters, the Space Marines.
I am Captain Gabriel Angelos of the Blood Ravens 3rd Company. Status.
My lord, forgive me. We have done all we can to stop the orcs, but we have failed. My men's lives are yours.
You stood your ground in the face of the Emperor's foes. You've done your duty. If your men have failed you, I will leave their judgment in your hands.
Thank you, my lord.
I am not here.
Surprisingly merciful as far as the Imperium of Man goes.
To maintain troops and supply lines to the planet's surface. That is why we are here. Now, what of the wounded and the civilians?
Stranded. We have few ships.
Then you shall have more. All Blood Raven flights execute Protocol 23 and initiate civilian evacuation. We will dispatch the ground forces.
Yes, my lord.
Ground forces, my lord. But the orcs have retreated.
You must know your enemy to defeat them, Colonel. Orcs only retreat to regroup. They will keep coming until you, or they, are dead.
Okay, so this is one good thing to note, is that the Blood Ravens are fairly unique in the Imperial canon, that they actually have brains. They think and they learn, rather than just being focused on their usual dogma like a lot of the Imperium is, which usually ends well for the Blood Ravens, since they're generally better prepared.
Orders received, brother.
What a glorious day for a battle. As the stronghold, our frontline battle headquarters is currently being assembled. We should proceed with caution until it is finished.
Orders received, brother.
Proceed with caution, my ass.
Brother. Maintain attack for Mage heresy grows from idleness.
We shall march forth.
We must start capturing strategic points. These three closest strategic points will do for now. Let us capture them first, and then move on to the others. Splendid. For the stronghold is complete. We must now set about establishing a proper frontline base. My aim shall not
Battle Gabriel. Okay, so the orcs are enemies. They're not the most accurate, and individually, though fairly strong, they have very little in the way of decent armor. So they're very much a horde force. Whereas the Space Marines, on the contrary, are an elite force. Less numbers, but a lot of skill and hitting power. Okay, so let's get our barracks going up so we can bring in more Space Marines.
Fear denies faith. Faith is
and capture this last point.
My faith is my shield. We shall
And Dawn of War,
know
you earn your
fear.
resources through strategic points, which gives you requisition, which is your primary resource, and later through power generators you gain, of course, power, which is used for more advanced units as well as various research upgrades. Oh my, I see some enriching over there.
Excellent. The chapel barracks is finished. And now you can build some more Space Marine squads.
Indeed I can. And I shall.
Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing
And I shall also construct the armory, which will allow me to use additional weaponry on my Space Marine squads.
We have captured several strategic points. Capturing strategic points and building listening posts on them earns us more requisition resource, which we can use when we build squads and equipment. If we are to defeat these orcs, we will need to call in some special weapons. We must build an armory to get access to them. It is time to enemies of the Emperor still draw breath. They must have a base somewhere within the walls of this Imperial facility.
Okay, so actually the first mission is fairly straightforward. It's charge in, beat up all the orcs and all their structures,
A break in the spaceport's defensive wall.
and
They
claim
must have
victory
lost
through
their way
the good
out.
old-fashioned
We must destroy this orc.
smash and grab.
Any others these foul
But that's the
creatures
general
may have
essence of
constructed. Excellent.
this first mission.
The armory is operational. The Space Marine squads can now upgrade their standard bolters to flamers and heavy
So as you can
bolters.
see, we've now got additional weapons. So these two squads are going to have heavy bolters, which give them long-range heavy firepower.
Fear denies faith.
Whilst the other two will gain flamethrowers,
We must
which
not
are
forget our
generically
power
good since they
needs.
decrease
Building a plasma
the morale
generator
statistic,
will supply us with
which
the power
weakens
we
enemy
need
units
to
when it
keep our
reaches
force
0.
going. The Emperor protects.
Naturally, it's going to happen to your squads as well, so you should always be mindful of such weapons, since flamers in particular can reduce morale very quickly. You will generally find this game
My shield.
is high on explosions and good old animated gore.
Those Imperial guardsmen
It is,
look like
after
they could
all,
use some
the
assistance.
41st
Come,
millennium,
brothers,
and
make
there
haste.
is only war.
answered. Here come the Space Marines!
Now in this, it's worth mentioning that you don't really get anything for achieving this little bonus objective of saving the guardsmen. It's mostly a matter of, do you want to help the people, or do you want to just sit there and let them die?
Excellent. The point is now protected from an orc retaliation. We should continue to build listening posts on
Normal
all
and Imperial
our
Guard
captured
aren't
points.
exactly a strong force.
It is time we started acting like
They're literally the grunts of the Imperium, and they die in the millions. Whereas in terms of 140,000 raw, Space Marines generally die in very small numbers, most of the time. Except when something like a Tyranid comes along, in which case they're just going to die all over the place.
Orders received.
Because Tyranids are good at eating people.
Orders received.
For those of you who don't know, Tyranids are an alien race that adapt extremely fast and like to eat literally everything. We'll be seeing those later in the Dawn of War series. Much later. Well, odds are, if you've looked for a Dawn of War video and found this, you probably already know what Tyranids are. What is this one gun doing? Just sitting up there shooting everybody.
Stay vigilant, brothers. Understood. We will crush the enemies of the Imperial. Orders received.
I did put this on normal mode, didn't I? Even very hard forces all seem to be dying extremely fast.
Fear our wrath.
Maybe I just haven't played this in a while, so I'm a little rusty in terms of my acquaintance with all the mechanics.
We will crush the enemies of the Imperial. Engaging the enemy. For the glory of the Imperial. Understood. Moving out. Charge.
It is entertaining just how much space you can fill with your unit's firepower. If you have a lot of heavy boulders, or flamethrowers especially, you can just fill up sections of the map with literal fire or bullets or whatever the heck your faction happens to be firing at the time. It can make some pretty impressive displays. And other times it's just entertaining when you have like a group of weak enemy units charging in and you just have fire everywhere.
Orders received. Orders received.
So, moving along.
Moving out. Initiating attack protocol.
Form up, men! There's work to be done!
Now, there's one thing that's been common to me in a lot of my videos in the past, and that's how much I talk. I want, at the end of this video, I would love if some of you guys out there, and girls, all of you who watch these videos, would comment back to me, let me know your thoughts on what you think I should be talking about. Should I be trying to explain more game mechanics? Should I spend more time discussing lore? Or should I just be coming up with witty remarks about whatever the heck happens to be going on? It's all very much for your entertainment in the end. So I'd like to hear everybody's feedback on what you would like to hear more of within the videos. Or of course what you'd like to see in the future.
Moving out.
As you can see, as one would expect for the first mission of an RTS campaign, we are hitting them very hard and very fast.
Stay vigilant, brothers.
And we're almost at the end already.
To glory. Onward.
Which is good, because long videos never make for good introduction videos to this sort of series. If it takes too long, you know, it just gets a bit of a drag. If people aren't going to be interested, well, I don't want to keep you all around for hours on end for something you don't want to see. Something short and sweet lets me get your opinions on it.
The enemies of the Imperial.
This is one thing to be wary of with the heavy bolters. It makes your guys stand so far back that most of them won't be shooting, so it can be advantageous to advance them forwards.
Stand ready. We stand ready. Attacking and warring emperors chosen. What would you want? Commencing attack.
Let's take out the wall banner. That's boy's hut. Sorry, da boy's hut. So to speak like a proper role.
Engaging the enemy. Heresy grows from idleness.
Moving closest, they can all shoot.
Emperor protects.
Attacking as ordered.
Excellent.
And there we go.
This orc camp has been destroyed. There, that's the last of them. Well done, Blood Ravens. Victory is ours.
Apparently, I'm missing base building objectives, so I'll just quickly take care of that, and I'll see you guys in a moment.
I'm honored to be in the presence of a librarian. I wish to know how my men can better serve you.
We shall wait for the captain to finish his prayers. I saw you stand against the orcs. You are a brave man, Colonel. I wish I could say the same of your men.
I shall strengthen their resolve, my lord.
See that you do, or we shall do it for you.
Not ominous at all.
You have something you wish to say. Say it, Colonel.
How did you know?
Even without my psychic gifts, it is obvious. Speak.
Is it true your company eradicated a heresy on the planet of Cyrene recently? An exterminatus, down to the planet's last man, woman and child.
Colonel, Your company is welcome, but such questions are not. Do not ask the captain about Cyrene if you intend to remain in his good graces.
For those who don't know, the Exterminatus in the 140,000 universe is the eradication of all life on the planet.
Thank you, Isidore.
My lord, my Tartarus 37th Imperial Guard Regiment stand ready to serve you in protecting the city. They wish to make amends for...
They will have many opportunities to prove themselves warriors worthy of the Emperor. The Blood Ravens are leaving the city. Its protection is in your hands.
I will ready my men. May I ask what your next course of action is?
Orcs only respect strength. I intend to show them that we have it in ample supply.
And there we go. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, for the special announcement, I now have a Patreon, which I'll be linking in the description below. Through this Patreon, I hope to be able to eventually upgrade my hardware and software, so I'll be able to pump out a higher quality set of videos for all of you who watch my videos, all of you who subscribe to my channel, and all of you who want to see this grow and succeed. Because I know things have always been awkward in the past. I've not always been the most consistent with my video postings because there's always been some form of complication. Certain games haven't recorded properly. Other things, it's just been horrific delays that have been so disheartening that it pushes me away for a while. And I want to stop that. I want to upgrade, and I want to be able to entertain all of you who watch this channel. So I hope you'll check it out. Hopefully you'll support me, and together we can help grow this channel into something much, much more. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.